Yo everyone, how's it going? Justin here, back again to bring you another World of Warcraft related video. And in today's video we're going to be talking about the Tirisfal Glades, more specifically the Whispering Forest, and what exactly will it bring to the table in World of Warcraft Legion. So for those of you guys who are unfamiliar with what enthralls balls the Whispering Forest is, it is basically a little area west of the Tirisfal Glades that is surrounded by hills and mountains and adjacent next to an unnamed lake. Now from time to time, a circle of fairy dragons will come together and channel a beam of light, and with this display of mysterious behavior, you will also hear music that is the result of whatever these fairy dragons are basically doing. As you can see and hear, the fairy dragons don't seem menacing at all, the music doesn't sound scary either, so to an ordinary person, there isn't really anything to worry about because unlike the Children of Goldshire, where very creepy things happen in that one room of the inn, and some very creepy ambience begins playing, that does not happen here. So why the hell is everyone's diapers in a bundle about this strange discovery? Well, it has been stated that numerous humanoids and creatures that visit the area are driven mad and insane by whatever mystical force that is responsible for doing what they are doing. A story has been told that when the High Elf settlers once came to the Eastern Kingdoms, they actually settled in the area that is now known as the Whispering Forest today, but for whatever reason, they were driven completely insane, which forced them to relocate to different settlements in order to avoid being driven mad. Now, a couple years ago, around the initial launch of Cataclysm, a World of Warcraft player asked the dev if there is an old god underneath the Tirisfal Glades, because as you all know, whenever someone starts acting batshit crazy, and there appears to be no one responsible for whatever they're doing in sight, it's probably the handiwork of the old gods. Now, Blizzard responded by saying, nope, there is something incredibly unsettling there, but it is not an old god. It isn't recommended to go digging through the Tirisfal Glades though. Pretty strange, because usually when you go digging about Azeroth or you are at an archaeological dig site in the World of Warcraft, you tend to find or dig something up old god related, but in this response here we see that this is not the case. However, a more recent response at the 2015 Blizzard Q&A panel stated completely otherwise.
Okay, so will old gods feature in Legion in any way?
Yes, kind of. Yes. Actually, not kind of. They totally will. That's probably what's under Tirisfal. Shit.
So, as we see here, Blizzard decided to change the direction that they were going for the Whispering Forest. Initially, it wasn't supposed to be old god related, but I guess now with the arrival of Legion, they decided to throw old gods in there for whatever reason that they might have. I personally think that this is some sort of link to the Emerald Dream or even the Emerald Nightmare, and my reason for this is because of the fairy dragons themselves. We don't know a lot about this subject matter yet, but what we do know is that there could be old gods involved, and we can clearly see that there are also fairy dragons within the area. Fairy dragons are creatures that are tasked with the duty of policing the Emerald Dream from evil and corrupted magic, and it's because of this that they are actually immune to magic themselves. They have the ability to phase in and out of reality, which allows them to not only phase into the Emerald Dream itself, but also phase into the physical realm of mortals as well. In the past, fairy dragons were a force of good. Not only did they police the Emerald Dream, but they often came to the aid of the Night Elves in many of Azeroth's battles. However, since they are so involved with the Emerald Dream, it is more than likely that they could be corrupted by the Emerald Nightmare. Now, the Emerald Nightmare is a screwed up portion of the dream that has been hinted to have been connected with the old gods, more specifically N'Zoth. When someone enters the dream and is corrupted by the Emerald Nightmare, they become trapped in the deep dream state and they cannot leave. As a result, their bodies back on Azeroth remain in a permanent slumber as they slowly begin to starve and inevitably die unless something knocks them out of their trance. While trapped, they are known as the Unwalking and will do anything to get back home and back into their bodies. Now in Legion, we know that we will have to deal with Azshara, Xavius, and the Emerald Nightmare, but what is to be expected is completely unknown. But if we know that the Nightmare is going to be in the expansion, then the Whispering Forest could be a possible connection to the Nightmare, since we see beings from the Emerald Dream performing some sort of ritual for whatever reason. Maybe these dragons are corrupted by N'Zoth, and for the past couple years they have been trying to open a portal between our world and the Emerald Nightmare, or maybe they are at the area in order to ward the lands and fend off whatever evil may be present and trying to do whatever they are trying to do to stop it. No one knows what is going to happen 100% on the dot for sure, but we sure as hell can make it our goal to make a pretty close assumption. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I just wanted to share with you all on the 2015 Q&A panel that the old gods might be responsible for what is happening in the Whispering Forest and under the Tirisfal Glades. But that is all to be said in this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, for your support, and as always, have a good one and take care.